Hello, everyone. Thank you, Dale, Meg, Jay, Melanie, and others for putting us in touch in this special way. Dale's asked me to reflect on my book, Edith Wharton, Matters of Mind and Spirit, in 1993, and discuss where it's led and might go. In doing so, I'd like to acknowledge all the scholars who preceded and followed me, because I truly believe scholarship is conversation. When I began working on Wharton and religion, some thought the topic was old-fashioned or even suspect. Faculty during one campus interview I went on discreetly pulled me aside to ask whether my predilection for studying Calvinism was in any way connected to my own beliefs, as if an affirmative answer would be some cause for alarm. The fact is that ideas in literature have to come from somewhere, and literature worthwhile will give readers ideas. This is what Wharton may have had in mind when she wrote about the House of Mirth, but the value of a subject depends almost wholly on what the author sees in it and how deeply he is able to see into it. This act of looking deeply seems only more urgent today in a divisive and what we call post-humanist world. My work on Wharton in the mid-1980s was, like much feminist work at the time, recuperative. It was sparked by a single observation in R.W.B. Lewis's biography that Wharton owned more books on religion than on any other subject. Happily, Sheila Lining's chronicling of Wharton's library at the Mount is now making inquiries of the type that I launched even more possible. My work was driven by a desire to free Wharton from what I saw as a pigeonhole label of novelist of manners, and to consider her instead as a novelist of morals, as critics were only too willing to do with the powerhouse she admired, Nathaniel Hawthorne. I wanted, in short, to show that Wharton was a heavy hitter. At Brown, during my dissertation defense, one of my readers, who was supportive in every other respect, blithely referred to Wharton as a minor American writer. Thankfully, we can take pride today that our collective scholarship is ensuring that Wharton always be known as a major writer. This, of course, is the overall goal of the complete works of Edith Wharton, which I'm now editing. Getting back to scholarship, my book on Matters of Mind and Spirit was guided by a book that I think deserves more attention, Marilyn Lyde's Edith Wharton, Convention and Morality, published in 1959. Lyde articulated ideas that I worked to develop, that Wharton was a searcher, that her search led to orthodox religion, that religion required a choice of faith over reason, and that she resisted any belief system that did not honor critical intelligence. Lyde helped me to see that Wharton was trying to find a way, because without a cosmic spiritual order, there was only the vanity of human wishes and the accident of goodness, which could easily be overwhelmed by self-interest. Self-interest, of course, leads to the futility and waste that we find in so much of her fiction. Today, we find ourselves even more religiously and ethically adrift, demonstrating that Wharton was ahead of her time. As some of you know, my book traces 4 strains in Wharton's writing: the genteel Episcopalianism of her childhood, a persistent Calvinism running like an underground stream, a Nietzschean or transcendental Platonism, and an attraction to the solace and aesthetics of Catholicism. A fellow traveler was Helen Kaloran with her work on Wharton's illusions, Barbara Comans, who shows that Wharton's problematic relationship to summer yields scenes that transgressively mimic the sacred. Tricia Farwell probes romantic relationships in terms of the tension between Platonic love and Darwinian natural selection. It's interesting to me that many topics related to Wharton brush up against matters of religion or philosophy. For example, whether we hold that Wharton espouses or refutes domesticity, we come face to face with its underlying Christian tenets of nurture and acceptance, as work by Jean Boydston, Sarah Sherman, and Sharon Kim has shown. Social hypocrisies in novels such as The House of Mirth tap into Wharton's Episcopal upbringing. Matters of anti-Semitism invite exploration of Christian-based assumptions regarding race and class. Aesthetics, as well as a belief in historical continuity, assume near spiritual importance in Wharton's work, as Agnes Kovics writes about the figure of the cathedral in A Motor Flight Through France. Philosophies of reason figure prominently as James Tuttleton shows. Betsy Clinesmith, in her article on the Age of Innocence, shows how new theories of memory and time reveal that traditional faith cannot be recuperated through simplistic ritual or belief in progress. John Keeks's ethics-based analysis of decency in the age also explains why a commitment to conventional morality means elusive happiness. In short, Wharton's fiction always struggles to make meaning of life, especially in the midst of cultural change. And a strong idealism underlays her realism. So what work would I like to see? More on Wharton's understanding of the human versus the animal world, more about appearances versus realities, topics that arise in meditation classes and bring us to Eastern philosophies that Wharton may have sampled, and more on community and individualism, a topic I explored in Ariel Zeibrecht's collection celebrating 100 years of the Age of Innocence, and work about dissolving dichotomies between the absolute and the relative, topics that always interested Wharton. Thanks, bye.